This is a video on the circadian rhythm and how it relates to homeostasis. Let's say you're traveling to a distant country. You get off the plane, you're tired. As soon as you get to your bed, you'll probably fall asleep, only to wake up a few hours later at 3 in the morning. Why did you wake up so early? You could have slept for a few more hours. You're most likely experiencing jet lag, and the human circadian rhythm is your culprit. The human circadian rhythm is our internal clock. It is managed by the suprachiasmatic nuclei of the hypothalamus, which acts as the bridge between the specialized photoreceptors in your retina and the pineal gland. These suprachiasmatic nuclei have the unique ability to memorize sleep cycle patterns. For example, if a student wakes up at 7 a.m. every day to go to school, after a period of time they will most likely wake up at 7 a.m. on the weekday, even without an alarm. This is because the suprachiasmatic nuclei set his or her internal clock to wake up at 7 a.m. each day, following the pattern from the previous days. This means that for the person suffering from jet lag, he is experiencing an imbalance between his internal clock and the actual clock. Although it may be daytime, his internal clock still believes it's night because of the time zone difference, which means his pineal gland will be stimulated to release melatonin, causing him to feel sleepy. Light is a major factor in establishing someone's circadian rhythm. Light is picked up by a subgroup of photosensitive retinal ganglion cells, which mediate light-dark cycles. These receptors send an impulse to the hypothalamus, which then directs the signal towards the pineal gland. The pineal gland will then release either adrenocorticotropin to stay awake when there is a long-term exposure to light, or melatonin to fall asleep when there is a long-term exposure to darkness. This pattern is then memorized so that you can fall asleep and wake up at around the same times each day. Sleep is very important to the body. It is an opportunity for the body to repair itself, for the brain to flush out its waste products, and for cells to metabolize energy. A lack of sleep has been linked with a multitude of disorders, including obesity, heart disease, diabetes, stroke, hypertension, and mental disorders. The circadian rhythm helps to ensure that you are sleeping a consistent amount every single day, even without the presence of a clock. It is an evolutionary adaptation that allows the body to recognize day and night so that you'll always get enough sleep. However, modern-day technology has fundamentally altered the human circadian rhythm. With the increasing presence of artificial lights, phones, tablets, and light-emitting sources, the human circadian rhythm has been thrown off to a large degree. As I explained before, the circadian rhythm relies on light to determine when to go to sleep and when to stay awake. With the presence of artificial light, the circadian rhythm can be easily delayed. Although artificial light is different from sunlight in that artificial light doesn't contain all spectrums of light, it can still heavily influence your circadian rhythm. In fact, a study done by Harvard showed that blue artificial light delayed the subject's release of melatonin by 3 hours, and green artificial light delayed it by 1.5 hours. This has contributed to a new generation of late sleepers who, because of their heavy use of technology, have delayed their own circadian rhythms. This habit can be harmful to these people and has proven to increase the risk of certain cancers. Therefore, if you're suffering from jet lag, the best solution is to expose yourself to more sunlight during the day so that your circadian rhythm can adjust at a faster speed. If you have a habit of looking at your phone before you go to sleep every night, just know that you'll be a little more groggy the next day because of it.
Created using Melatonin.